Okay, welcome back. So in this video we're gonna do the food for the snake. So let's add a new sprite right here. You can paint it. Okay, we're gonna change the name for this one to food. So go to your costume. Okay, this is your center point. Let's draw a foot right here. Okay, I do not want any outline, so I'll switch this off. Change the color to red or maybe a lighter one. You can choose any color you like. Choose this. Okay, so this will be my food. Okay, we want the food to actually randomly appear. So let's go to your events here. When green flag is clicked, I want the food to go to a random position between the X and Y. Okay, for the X, I do not want the food to be so close to the edge so that when the snake actually want to eat the food or turn the body around, it will not hit the edge so easily. So I'm gonna maintain it around maybe around 180 here. So means that it will be between negative 180 to 180, positive 180 here. So go to your operators here, pick random. So I will put here between negative 180 to 180. So same goes for the Y here. So later on I will have a score right here. So meaning that I want it to be a little bit lower so that my body it's not blocked by the score later. So maybe I'll put it around 120. So go to take your pick random. Okay, so here you can put 100, negative 120 to 120 here. Okay, click green flag. You can see it randomly appear. Okay. So next thing we want to do is we want it to actually appear randomly also whenever the head actually touches the food. So let's go to your control right here, go forever. If the food is touching the head, we want it to appear randomly. So we want it to appear at this random number. So you can duplicate this to put here. Okay, so you can test it out. So whenever the head touches the food will randomly appear at another position. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is we want whenever the head touches the food right here, we want to increase the length by 1. So let's go to your variables here and create a variable length. So put OK. So at the beginning of the game, we want to set the length to 0. If you see at the beginning, we have 1 right here. We actually do not want the tail to appear yet until the head touches the foot right here. So let's set the length to 0. Whenever the game starts, I want to set the length to 0. If it touches the head, I want to increase the length by 1. So we can go back to the tail right here, the tail code right here. So you can see that I will take whenever I want to create a clone of myself, I will take 0.3 seconds to create another clone. Meaning that if here I would show my clone, I want it to wait for the length of my tail right here. So go to your operator and take multiply. So whenever, okay, so I will show myself, I will wait 0.3 seconds. For each clone, I will wait 0.3 seconds before I show it. And before I delete it, I will wait for the length of my tail right here. Meaning that, okay, meaning that this is, let's say this is my tail, one of my tail. So it takes 0.3 seconds for me to create one tail. So this will be my second section of my tail, which also takes 0.3 seconds. Maybe this will be my third section of my tail, take 0.3 seconds. So what it means right here is that I will wait. If let's say I will keep on creating a clone of myself because I use forever right here. But when will I delete it? I will depends on the length of the length of the head right here whenever it touches the foot. Let's say I touch the foot for 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So meaning that my length here will be 3. So I will keep on creating myself right here. This will be my 4. But I only touch the foot for 3 times. So meaning that whenever at the third right here, I will delete the fourth tail already because I follow the length of my tail right here. So this is how we control, though we create our clone forever, this is how we control the length of the snake here. Okay, so let me erase this, continue with the code right here. So after we have done this, you can click play and try it out. So now you can see at the beginning we don't have any body, any tail, because we put at the beginning of the game we want it to be 0. So you can see though the length of my body actually match with the number of times I touches the head touches the foot. So the next thing we want to do is, okay, whenever the head touch the foot right there, I want it to have a score. So you can make another variable score. Okay, actually you can use back the length as the score, but I do not want you to be confused right here. So we can create a score variable. So whenever my head touches my foot, I want to change my score by 1. Okay, at the beginning of the game, I also want to set my score to 0. So let's see here. Okay, great. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is we want to set the game over, which is whenever the tail hit the edge or hit whenever the head hit the edge of the screen, and also whenever the head hit the tail, we want it to broadcast game over. So we'll do this in our next video.